Hey guys, and welcome back to Cultured Boys, a show where two guys just want to have a chat. I'm Nathan, and as always, I'm joined by Pepe. And this week, we are back for some more campfire cooking.
Yeah, season 2, baby! Yeah!
Feels like forever since season 1, and I think it's because it kind of is.
Yeah, like, when was the last episode we did with that? That was like,
That was
I feel like it was like two
2.5
years
years
ago.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt like it was quite a while ago. But from what I remember, like, I remember watching the whole whole of season 1 when we were starting this.
Yep.
And I think you might have watched a few episodes. I don't think you watched like the whole season at that point.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's a tough one because there's a lot of ones where you're like, wait, hold on, how much of it did you?
I think I probably did watch all of it,
Yeah.
or I'd watch most of it.
Okay, so it was 21st of May, 2023 when we did our episode of season 1.
Dang. So almost exactly.
Almost, yeah, fuck, yeah. So almost, no, almost 3 years, which is insane. We both really enjoyed the first season. So much so that we go watch the second season of it. But because it's been so long since we've talked about this, Nathan, do you want to give a rundown of what campfire cooking in Another World is?
Yes. So, Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill, written by Ren Iguchi, published January 5th, 2016 to present. This is the novel series, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Still being written and published.
Love that.
Insane. Animated by Mappa. Don't really need to say more about that. Everyone knows Mappa. This season specifically aired October 8th, 2025 to present, basically. I mean, it's finished, but
Yeah.
When a magical realm looks to summon heroes, they're sorely disappointed to end up with a mediocre salaryman. Mukoda Tsuyoshi may not be a hero, but this conjuring error has given him a delicious power, online grocery. And something about this modern food brings with it unbelievable effects. This easy access paired with his cooking skills will have patrons from across the land coming back for more. Thank you, Crunchyroll.
It's so funny because that is definitely like the description of season 1 and like the setup of the premise.
Yeah.
But that whole premise still stands so true for season 2 because what you quickly learn with season 2 of Campfire Cooking in Another World is that it is exactly the same as season 1, just more of it.
Pretty much.
And I'm not mad about it. This is like more of the stuff we love already. So it's like,
Right.
If anything, it's like, oh, is this next step that he has to do? Oh, here's some more things. So it's like, yeah, 100%.
Pretty much. It like raises the stakes, but then at the same time you're like, well, with the familiars, with the other characters, raising the stakes still means nothing. Because
Yeah.
they are fucking strong as shit.
Yeah.
And there's another one. Like, Fel and Sui by the end of season 1 was already like insane.
Yeah.
And it just gets more insane.
Yeah. Now you got the dragon Dora with the pixie dragon, might I say.
Yeah.
And Dora is introduced like pretty much straight away into like the first episode. Like,
Yep.
I think it's like literally one of the first things, one of the first creatures Mukoda runs into. So
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, because it's the spiders, isn't it? So it starts off with the spiders, and then it turns out that the spiders only
God.
attack them because Dora was in their territory.
Yeah.
So that was
Why spiders, man? Why is it gotta be fucking episode 1 of season 2 and like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, great, we're gonna trigger your arachnophobia just straight away.
yeah.
Not just any spiders, by the way, like a fucking horde of fucking venom tarantulas. I'm like, you
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
I like that, like, as well, because obviously they cook everything in this series. Anything that can be killed is basically being cooked.
Yeah,
And don't they like use the spiders to make like
basically a crab.
yeah, it's like crab, isn't it? Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
it's that kind of thing. So like immediately it's like I would have never thought, it would never have crossed my mind that spider equals crab either. Even though they have like, do they actually have like other crab stuff later on, or is it just the spiders they use for crab? I feel like it was just
No, it's just the spiders.
it's just the spiders that, yeah. So
Also, as a side note, right?
yeah.
Were I in his position,
Yeah.
My familiars have killed all of these things.
Yeah.
I ain't touching a single fucking
Oh,
one of
no.
them, man.
I think that'd be the
Blessing
one
or
where,
not,
like, yeah.
I'm not going anywhere near that. I'm just like open the item box and I'm gonna be like, you guys got to sort this for me. I ain't touching that shit no more. I'm not for this.
I never thought of putting myself in that position, but you're right. I'd also be like, well, I know they're dead, but regardless, I've got to touch those things, and that feels like the worst possible thing for me.
Thing is, like, they're drawn close enough that it did I was actually like, "Ugh, oh god, I can't look."
Yeah, yeah.
So for like the first episode, there's a large chunk. I wasn't even looking at the screen because I was just like, fuck it. Oh god, spooters.
It's just yeah, I wouldn't be dealing with that. I think there's putting myself in his shoes regardless. I don't think I'd be wanting to touch a lot of that stuff.
That's fair.
There's a lot of things which have literally just tried to kill me. And if I've like been running away from these things, because often like Fel, Sui, and Dora will take care of them.
Yeah.
Like, and obviously, like Makoto does try to actually fight these things on his own as well. He like, I say like try because he's still basically hanging back and is like, I only fight if I need to. My familiars will take care of the rest. But like, he is trying. He's got his like mithril sword now, so it's like he tries.
Which is so funny. I feel like if I was like, yo, I got this sword now, I'm like, no, I want to swing this around. Come on, like I want to. This is cool, man.
I think like it's like with the blessings as well. It is like it's a confidence thing. I think like it's like to start off like with any kind of those like isekai style animes. It's like, oh my god, I've got to fight. Actually, so I have to fight something. It's like I imagine at first it's proper really daunting, and then like as soon as you know what you have to do, I imagine it probably gets easier. I don't know. It's again hypotheticals here because this will never happen. If it does happen, you never fucking hear of me again because obviously I'm an isekai.
But I feel like even in the hypothetical of you are in the exact same position, right? I feel like at some point, like an actual person becomes overconfident, right? Because you got overpowered familiars. You're stacked with blessings from gods, which make you basically impervious to almost everything, or well, practically everything.
Yeah.
You can't get poisoned. You basically don't take damage.
You got shielded like right. I tell you what, this is gonna be such a weird comparison. Like about actually a month ago, roughly, we went out for my birthday to this VR zombie thing. It was only half an hour, but we got VR headsets and we were put in a room. We had like these guns and we had to shoot zombies.
It was awesome.
Part of me is like, is that a similar experience? Maybe that's just more real. Like if it's kind of that. It's kind of like putting that right. I know the game is a game, you know it's a game and stuff, but like,
yeah,
I guess is that like, can you draw similar experience from that? Maybe that is the thing. That like, if you were to put yourself in that position, like,
the only way it'd be closer is if you literally during that VR experience were like, it was like Sword Art Online or something.
Yeah. It's like that would also be quite mad, to be fair. Like if you were putting Sword Art, but in it.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, if you were putting like Aincrad or like Elfin, like.
Just carrying around like bamboo sticks or something. You just
oh god, that'd be awful with our lot. Like it was already pretty bad.
We're walking into each other like every now and then. Like, it didn't happen loads, but you would be like, whoa, like because it comes up with a flag when you're walking too close to people with the sticks and swinging them around. Yeah,
Pepper and I specifically were the only ones that actually like fully walked into each other.
We did, yeah. I think because we both got really like because you'd see a gun so you'd be like, okay, I've got to run to it.
Yeah,
this is a completely different subject. We've tangented so hard on this, but like, then you'd go for it, and then, like we both went for the same gun, but obviously we're both so fixated on heading that direction that like you wouldn't check your peripherals at that point because you're in panic and you're like, oh, I gotta get this. And
I mean, it was too real, wasn't it?
Yeah. But imagine doing that like with like just anime isekai stuff would be quite jokes, to be fair.
I feel like you'd have to, in that hypothetical, you'd have to give them like almost like pool noodles. You know, like, something that just wouldn't hurt at all.
That also does sound really fun though. But the thing is, you know for a fact if it was pool noodles, they'd cut them down quite a bit. So actually,
I'm not just saying like I'll just give them a full size one, like dual wielding full size ones, and just like walk around like
that's a long sword. but but yeah, I
Oh
imagine
god.
that you'd probably draw similar comparisons between these two things. Like that it's like the fact that if you were thrown into a world like this, if you built up the confidence. Bear in mind as well, actually, Makoda's role, he isn't a warrior and he doesn't build up
No.
skills like normal warriors in that world do. So he is, I mean, is in episode one. Like when you, this is another thing. Like when you look back at episode one, you think how did he even get here? I can't remember how he got here. And then like obviously his skill is literally online grocery.
Yeah.
It's that's a odd thing. So he's not even like he's like, oh, here's warrior or a spellcaster or mage. He is online grocery. And I mean, naturally his skills are going to progress that way. So he isn't supposed to be like fucking wielding swords or whatever and fighting things. So it is harder for him, I guess, in that position.
Yeah.
But you're given a like in his terms, in his perspective, he's given a shit hand, but realistically, he's actually given like one of the the best things. If there's
Yeah, he's probably given the best anything.
also like when you look at this as well, like he's done really well with it, especially since he cooks so well in the series.
Right.
Because your average like Joe or whatever, who's like maybe like knows a few things about cooking, but isn't like completely seasoned chef or whatever. He's like carving up meats and stuff like that. He's like doing bits where it's like, oh, okay, let me get this. Oh, I'll cook it this way. I'll add this. Oh, this one's a really good thing, so I know this. Like he knows a lot about cooking. And like, would the average person like be able to do? I don't think I'd be able to look at like a piece of orc meat and be like, oh, I should cook it this way, or I'll make hayashi rice, for example. That's not the thing that jumps to mind.
Yeah. I mean, like, some of the recipes, I'm like, in the things I know to make, being able to buy ingredients, I'm like, yeah, at some point I probably also would come to the conclusion of like, I'm going to make a Japanese curry because,
Yeah.
like, you're right though. In the same position, I would have already been like, I don't know what to make. I'm just gonna buy a thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess it is kind of enhanced with the things that he owns as well, because obviously he buys seasonings, he buys different sauces, so, and that's the thing that isn't like what that world isn't used to.
yeah,
Combined with the fact that the meat that he's getting from this is supposed to be like equivalent or better quality than the meat that we have in this world, because it is like magic. It's like magical creatures basically, and like mythical creatures. So like you assume that the meat is somewhat better quality than just a factory produced like fucking steak or whatever like that.
I feel like in that respect, I would just always end up having like, right, I've cut off another chunk, just fry that up in it, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I had another steak or a pork chop or something, or like,
Tonight we're having cockatrice fajitas.
yeah, pretty
It
much
would be,
something
innit?
like
It would
that,
be like
you
just
know,
like
or it's just like, oh yay, some more cockatrice yakitori or something, but without the skewer because I'm a lazy ass.
yeah, like, it'd just be like, oh, wings, or it'd be like, hey, buffalo sauce. And it's like,
Yeah, you know what I mean? Is at some point it would just be like, cool, I grilled some more of this meat and I ate it. The difference is I have seasoning and they don't.
I guess as well, because he does get. The thing is, in season 2 as well, what you're seeing is a very much an expansion of season 1. So, oh, we already see what Makoto's
Yeah.
doing, but now he's got more money because he's just killed, like, they've killed so many monsters that he's like, okay, I'm able to trade stuff in now. And now he's able to buy things like a full oven, or like he's like hiring this like blacksmith to create a grill for him.
A barbecue.
Yeah, and then like with a griddle pan as well. And obviously it just gets big, like his ambitions are getting bigger and bigger now, so he's like
Yeah.
making like a lot more things with it, and his tools are a lot more widely available to create things, so like it's good like that. And this is a good thing about season 2 as well. It's like you're seeing natural progression of what he actually would be. Like, and again, what is great with this is that there's never any real peril in this. You might get the moments of, oh, there's this monster, but it's dead in the space of 5 minutes. And what you get to straight away is, okay, how is he going to cook it up? What's he going to make with it? And it's that chill factor, that kind of like, oh, okay, I'm just kind of just going to relax and watch this guy make up some magical meal that he's come up with. And if anything, like you see some things that he cooks and you're like, oh, I kind of want to make that actually. That actually seems quite reasonable that he can make.
You know how everyone's always like, oh, like video games and anime food, man, looks so good.
Yeah,
This is one of those series for sure.
It is good.
You watch him make something and you're like, God damn, I'm hungry now.
Yeah.
I made the mistake of like, I was watching season 2 before bed.
Oh god, okay, yeah. So
So like, I'm falling asleep, but I'm also now like, well, I can't sleep because I'm hungry.
yeah.
Because I've just been watching like, I don't know, 4 or 5 episodes
Yeah.
of Campfire Cooking season 2. I was like, God damn it! For fuck's sake,
Yeah.
I love this series, but God, do I want to eat something right
Yeah.
now?
And it's always the things that you're like, oh, I want to eat that. Then you realize, well, there's nowhere around me that delivers that kind of thing
Yep.
because it's so, like it's such a base Japanese dish, and you'd have to find quite like in the UK anyway. Well, in respect of where we are, we're not in city centre per se, so
Yeah.
it's going to be a lot harder to find those kind of things.
Well, like a lot of that stuff also you'd have to look up the recipe because like he tells
Yeah.
you his process,
Yeah.
but you don't know ingredient amounts.
To go by that, you'd have to really freeball it. And
Yeah, exactly. So he'll say like, oh yeah, cut up the meat in this way, or this is how I'm gonna cut up the vegetables or whatever. Or sometimes he doesn't even say like specifically the type of cut for the vegetables. He's just like chop it up, and you're like, okay, are you dicing it? Are you like julienne? Like what are we doing here?
yeah, it's like surface level. Oh, okay, they're showing you how to do it.
Yeah,
It's like he always describe what he's doing, but it's never like the detail that's there, like so much detail that you can learn how to do it. But it's also not that level of detail where you'd get bored by watching either. Because realistically, if he went into every single detail with every
Yeah.
meal, the anime would literally be like an hour long per episode because he would be going into so much detail about, okay, fry it this way, then do this way.
but some people would be all about that though.
I think they would. I think there is a market for it. Like it's like the same thing that I binge with Babish and those kind of things, where
Yeah.
like he makes meals from like different pop culture shows and stuff like that. And so many other channels do this as well now, where it's just creating those pop culture meals and stuff. And it's like you could do it, but it's like you could probably make a
Like-
whole channel of it and stuff like that. But yeah, like
You could, if for example, he did do that. I agree with you. The episodes would be longer, but I feel like I would personally be more inclined to be like, okay, well, I'm going to take some notes here.
Yeah.
Note down the recipe and all that. I'm like, some of those things I probably would be like, I could probably buy all that and have a go.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, I probably would do the same. If that was the thing of it, I'd be like, okay, cool. I'd be more inclined. I could literally just watch this episode and be like, okay, I'm gonna make this myself. Then there would be 100% the opportunity for it.
Right.
But I think in this format and like what it's doing now, it's like the perfect balance
Yeah.
of character development, cooking, story, like all that kind of thing. It's done really well. Like everything is really well paced in this anime. And if you're expecting loads and loads of like progression and like bad storytelling, you don't really get that from this. I think what this anime is like it's a monster of the week, it's a dish of the week, it's a different story. And that's what's good about it though.
Yeah.
I think it has it's got its selling point with that, and it knows what it targets and stuff like that. I think it's brilliant with it. I think we love this series when we watch it the first time round, and it's still, for me, it's the exact same level. I really enjoyed this again, and I'd 100% be willing for another season 3 when it does drop eventually, because obviously the novels, as you said, are still going.
Yeah.
So for 10 years now, which is wild thinking about it, like a 10-year-old novel series. I don't know how often they publish it, bear in mind. So
That's true also, yeah. Like it could be like, I don't know, 2 years in
Yeah.
between each one or whatever. Like
yeah, I'm not exactly clued up on the novel publishing process. I don't know if it's like manga and stuff like that, where it's like weekly, and that'd be mad if it was. I feel like a monthly would make sense, maybe, but like I don't know.
no idea. I mean, it's a light novel series.
Yeah, so
There is a manga adaptation.
yeah,
And obviously, what with the novel still going, the manga's still going. But like, yeah, I 100% agree. Like, it's just more of the same. But this is one of those rare occasions where you're like, but more of the same doesn't mean bad.
yeah, yeah.
Sometimes for a series, you're like, cool, this was good for season 1, but more of the same doesn't necessarily mean it's as good, because like, you just feel like not much is going on.
Yeah.
But like this, with a natural progression, and as you were saying, yeah.
Yeah, you still get that progression, which is the main. Like, that's one thing. If he was just battling orcs again and again and again, yeah, it would be boring. But like, you see, the stakes do increase bit by bit. Like when, like, I think it was like one of the final episodes where he goes to that seaside village.
Yeah, yeah.
And like he's like, oh, we've got to deal with the monster that's there, so they take down a kraken, and oh my god, there's a sea serpent.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's another thing as well, and it's
A giant fish.
yeah, like the fact that if he was in episode 1, he wouldn't be able to take that down. That's one thing. Like you probably would have like there'd probably be different things, but like that doesn't work for Makoto straight away. And that there's been progression since then that gets him to this point, and obviously his skills have like risen and all that kind of stuff. Obviously he's got different blessings, and there is good progression in this, and the animation's great as well.
Well, I mean, of course,
Mappa, like,
Mappa.
yeah.
Like, that's honestly, it's so crazy when you
Yeah.
think about it, because you're like, Mappa's like attached to so many like shonen and so
Yeah.
many like big things that you're like, whoa, and then you're like, campfire cooking. The fuck it, what?
You need the diversity there between shows.
Yeah.
That's what you need with that kind of like studio, really.
But honestly, if you are like that, like I probably was when we watched this the first time, because honestly, thinking back to it, it was a random anime review,
Oh god, it was, weren't it?
and man, was that a hit! Fucking what a hit!
Christ, yeah. That was such a mad choice as well for a random anime review, and I think it's become one of like that's definitely one of my favorite. I'd say probably my favorite choices of a random anime review. Jesus Christ, that was a great one. That was a great pick.
Oh yeah,
That's
and you also got to think, right? Everything we've seen so far. Season 1, Season 2, he's been on the same part of the map essentially. He's only been going like east or whatever. He's only explored like one section of like this big map.
yeah.
So there's more locales to see. They set up that towards the end of Season 2, we got to do some backtracking. We need to go back to
Yeah.
Dolan so that Erland can obsess over dragons, and then we
Yeah.
need to go back to Lambert and stock him up on some shampoos and that and the capes. Yeah.
It's so funny. Like, and that's one thing. That's the one thing that I was like at the end of it. I was like, oh, I kind of wish I got to see that now as well. And that's one thing, because the story just keeps going, and you're like, it's like you're along for the ride, you're enjoying it, and it kind of feels like, oh, I wish there was more episodes at the end of it. That's
I know, right? That's the worst part. Is I was so bummed when I got to the end of Season 2, because I was like, dude, I waited forever.
Yeah.
For Season 2, blitz through it, and now I'm like,
I want more.
Season 3 hasn't. I don't even know if it's been confirmed.
No, I don't think so. Because this is one thing as well. Like, it took them roughly 2 years or like a year and a half to put the next series out. And bear in mind, I imagine we watched it the same way dub as well, right?
No, I watched sub.
Oh, you watched sub? Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. That's so funny, because I think it's one of those ones. Like, oh, Nathan probably watched a dub of it. No, sound okay, yeah. So
No, it's because this is one of those times where I was like, I put on dub when I'm like watching it, like in the background, like it's background as I'm working on other things.
yeah.
But this was one of those where I'm like, I refuse
Yeah.
to not pay attention.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
I need to watch every episode because I love it so much. I did watch some of the episodes. I did watch some of it in dub because sibling was watching it.
Oh, yeah.
So I've seen. I think I saw half of the season in dub as well.
Yeah.
I just prefer the Japanese voices in this one instance.
That's understandable, yeah. I get that, to be fair.
I just think some of the voices sound a little better. But again, that's personal preference.
I can kind of see that. Like, there is certain bits where you think, like, oh, okay, like, again, I'm not going to be too critical on voice acting because it is its own thing. There were bits where I was like, oh, okay, I'm not entirely sold on this voice for this character or whatever, and I'd be like, okay, fair enough. It's each their own in that kind of thing.
Yeah,
but I still enjoyed it. That's one thing. Like, I think I didn't hinder my experience at all. I mean, I think there's some voice acting sometimes when you hear something, it's like, I'm not actually completely sold on it. It's like JJK, for example. I think I much prefer the sub of that over the dub.
Same.
There's a character in season 3, for example, that's voiced by the Zoro voice actor. From
Oh,
One Piece.
okay.
So and there's other, like, what was it? I think Dio's voice actor's gonna be in this at some point, and there's like
That makes sense.
Gintoki's one, like, so Joseph Joestar as well. Like, so the voice cast for season 3 JJK is looking very good right now. So I would say that's a different discussion as well. But
See, it's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny that like it doesn't matter where you are. Japan, the Western world, like it feels like voice acting is that same sort of group where you're like, oh, it's this, they voice this character, they voice that character. Like where I've been watching a lot of anime recently, so it's like, especially when you're listening in English, you know, you're like, oh, there's that voice, oh, there's that voice, this person voiced in this and this and this. I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, the amount of Dragon Ball voices that I can pinpoint right now is insane.
I think you just like the more anime you watch in like sub, the more like, oh my god, this voice, because it's such a great pool of voice actors out there in Japan and so recognizable as well. So like when you hear one of them, you're like, that guy.
For JJK specifically,
yeah, oh god, yeah, like
when I was watching season 1, it was the principal of the Tokyo branch. Because that was the same voice actor as Kiryu Kazuma from the Yakuza game.
I mean, that checks out completely.
I only heard one line and I was like, oh my god, Kiryu's here.
Yeah.
I just know that voice. I just know it off my heart. Yeah. Like, that resonated with my brain and I was just like, I couldn't unsee it.
Yeah.
Which makes it even funnier in season 2 when he's like, God damn! He just randomly busts it out. It was fucking hilarious. Mainly because in the Yakuza games, you've never heard him speak English. He was just like,
oh, so here he is.
So he's just out of nowhere. He's just like, God damn!
I want to see what the Campfire cooking cast is for this.
Yeah, that would be quite interesting. I don't recognize any of the voices in Japanese.
No, I feel like Japanese probably wouldn't be.
But what was it? Oh, it was something recently. In English, the English voice cast, the voice actor for Fell is.
Yeah, that's the one that I feel is the most recognizable.
He's also voiced Tatsu from Way of the House Husband, so main character. And he was also in this other series that my sibling was watching that I want to watch. Oh god, what is it? Something Yakuza Babysitting.
Oh, I think I've heard about that one.
He's the main character in that as well. I looked him up the other day because I was like, this voice sounds similar. He sounded to my ears, I thought it was Matt Mercer, but it wasn't. It's Jonah something.
Jonah Scott.
Yes, Jonah Scott. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm literally just on his page now and I'm looking at which who's he voiced and stuff like that. He's voiced Hibari randomly in Reborn. I didn't even know Reborn had a dub, to be honest.
He's done quite a lot because it's like,
oh, he voices Katakuri in One Piece. That's bad. Yeah, he's got quite a lot of things behind him. I'm not gonna go too.
He's in quite a lot of things you would recognize.
Yeah, that's quite cool. I want to try and find the Japanese.
He was in all sorts of series that I've watched as well.
Yeah, he's in Ranma Half as well.
Yeah, he's Kuno.
Ah, okay.
That's why I recognized his voice as well. The whole time I was tuning in during the dub, I was like, the Fell sounds familiar, but I just can't pinpoint why.
Wow, I'm just looking at the Fell voice actor in Japan, and he's voiced, was it Rengoku in Demon Slayer?
Ah.
He does, I've never watched this, but Overlord, he voices Momonga.
Oh, okay. That was one I watched in dub.
He also, JJK, he's voiced some character, can't remember who it is, but he's there. it's not important. In my opinion, I don't think he's that great, but oh god, he voiced was it John Gully A, you know, the sniper in Stone Ocean.
Yeah,
there's no. I could probably just keep going at this point because it's like loads of stuff.
Anytime I do that, you know, like it's quite rare you find like a voice actor or with few credits.
Yeah,
but like whenever you do that and you're just like, whoa.
I mean, again, Japanese voice actor for was it Maruki, you know, the doctor in Persona 5 Royal.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, again, we just at this point we just go, oh, look at this guy, he did this, he did this. We know not the most engaging listen, but it's mad when you do look into voice actors because you feel like, oh, I feel like this voice is familiar, and then you be like, oh, there it is. There's that.
Dang.
I mean, it's always good. It always does feel like that Stan Lee moment in Marvel movies,
right?
Like, oh, it's like the Leo. It always feels like a good feeling when you spot a voice actor.
For you and me. That's normally when we're like, oh, it's Chris Sabat.
Chris, yeah, it's always Chris Sabat because
He is in this in season 1. He's one of the guild masters.
I
So.
was talking to you beforehand that I've started watching Go Go Loser Ranger on Disney Plus again.
Oh God, who is he in that?
He plays a character in that, not like a massive one, but it like. I think like where you see, oh, he's on the list somewhere, but I don't know what character he plays, so I'm not going to look into it.
Yeah.
And you just hear it, just naturally, you just hear, there he is. You don't even need to look. It's like, okay, that's him there.
Yeah. Like earlier I was talking about that Yakuza babysitting.
Yeah.
He's in that too.
he's probably like the biggest voice actor at this point. I mean, like.
I heard one line. I wasn't even looking at the screen, and I was like,
Yeah.
that sounds like Chris Sabat.
I mean, that's just like the Chris Sabat count. We got to find every animated just to find out the role.
Well, I mean, he is a voice director as well, so like,
yeah, he just is like,
and probably is one of the bigger names in voice acting, especially in the anime scene.
yeah. I feel like him, like Eric Vale, is also like huge as well, like because he's like done so much as well.
Yeah, I feel like if you're still around from the 90s and you haven't done anything wrong, then you're probably still, or you haven't just retired or something, you just given up, packed it in. You're probably one of the bigger names in the anime scene for voice acting by that point, surely, in 2026. Like,
I think that's it. Yeah, if you're gonna be like the biggest names in that series, and I'm pretty sure these people are sound as well. I don't know them personally, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you do well enough and you manage to get into like a Funimation project, surely you'd be brought back on other things, right?
It's the same way that like in the industry, if you're nice to people, you get roles. That's the whole thing with it. Like if you're a dick, you just don't get work because people know you're a dick. It's like people slip through the cracks. Don't get me wrong, but there's like more often than not, like the people that you meet that are higher up there are gonna be sound because that's just the thing. That's just the thing.
For example, I can tell you for a fact when I said I recognize Dragon Ball voices, because you do hear them a lot.
Yeah.
For example, previous series we watched and talked about, A Sign of Affection.
Mm-hmm.
She's a minor character,
Mm-hmm.
but Bon was voice actor, English voice actors in that.
I didn't realize. Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah. So Yuki goes to work at a cafe.
Yeah.
Her friend's auntie.
Right. Yeah. Okay. No. Fair. I didn't actually notice that.
Plus, you hear Whis in so much. Whis' voice actor is in a lot of anime too.
I can imagine that, to be fair, because I need to actually look at what he's been in, but yeah, I'd have to
Like, trust, if you just hear it, you're like, oh, like these, they just cycle around and they just do the projects that they're given or they get in, right?
Yeah.
Which is cool. That's awesome. But as someone who's watched too much Dragon Ball
Yeah.
and heard these voices for decades, I'm just like, there it is. There they are.
Yeah. You just associate. It's so true. But is there anything else about campfire cooking? Just going back to the episode, I'm realizing you went on a massive tangent about voice acting. It's still relevant. Anything else you want to say about the series?
Sui is still the best character.
It,
I don't want to hear it. I don't
Yeah.
want to hear it. If you Sui is the best, fight me on it. I don't care.
I completely agree. It's everything about it has the mascot value. It's like it's the most adorable thing ever, and it's like so you can do no wrong. You know what I mean? Just like it's so appreciative of everything, and you're like, yeah,
Exactly. Sui is a good kid, like Makoto keeps saying. And also, Sui is hilarious because it's the Gap Moe of it all,
yeah.
Literally, it's like, oh, it's so cute. It's a slime. And then it's like, Sui wants to go pew pew and like shoot acid at things and fight and just destroy everything. Like,
And it's also the fact that in this series, they could turn giant. So, but then you got that thing where it's like, obviously, because they've turned giant, you hear the sweet do good. Because it probably is different in the Japanese one, but probably no different at the same time.
No, they do it too.
But it's the same thing. It's
They also do the same thing.
high
It's like,
voice,
and
just
the
lower
voice
pitch.
gets a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sweet do good. sweet to
Yeah,
good.
it's like so ominous.
Bro, my favorite moment with Sui is you know, like the post credit little extra animations,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's exactly that giant one where
Mhm.
they're transporting the extra team to take down the orc camp, and you know the guys are all talking like, "Whoa, this slime is really fast! Oh my god, it's so huge!" And then Sui gets too excited and is like, "Sui is good, Sui is
Yeah.
amazing,"
It
and
starts
starts
jumping.
bouncing his head, and they're like, "Slime, please calm down, please." It's so good.
I think those are the good bits as well. Like just seeing those after credit scenes, like the little like story bits. Like
Yeah.
I think I do love that when an anime does it. Like I feel like sometimes it could be a bit, but like there's those little like side stories, like comedy side stories, are great. Like,
It's a perfect name for this one. Because you know, it's like they're called like Juju Strolls in JJK
yeah,
and stuff
yeah,
like that. But this one is they call them second serving,
yeah.
and I'm just like, so good.
It is.
So appropriate.
Just a side note, I think the best one to do it is JJK season 1. You can't do it in season 2 or 3 because it's so much fucking trauma. But
Yeah.
season 1 was, I mean, not that there wasn't trauma in season 1, let's be honest. But
Yeah, but like it's not I agree, it's not very appropriate.
yeah, it's the beach scene, the villain beach scene is probably my
Right.
favorite fucking one.
I don't want to see him play fucking football after like, you know, after some of the shit that happens.
Oh man.
You know, like, for example, like, I don't want to see some make-believe, like, fucking school scene with Mahito and the rest. Where after some of the shit that's happened, it's like, no, that ain't it. That ain't it, chief.
Oh, that was so good. Oh, those are the best ones. But yeah, no, agree. Sui best kid. I think I've said what I've said with like the whole thing. Like it's just like just keep watching it. Just like if you've watched this, get into the series. It's so chill. It's an easy watch. Like yeah, 100%. You watching? I think that's roughly about it. Unless there's anything else you want to say, Nate.
I really hope that if and when Sui becomes an emperor slime, that it really does become like that. Imagine, I can't get that image out of my head. It was just so funny, but it was also still kind of cute. I just want to see it maybe actually become reality.
There's so many ways that like Sui can keep evolving. You know what I mean? There's really like emperor slime. There's like metal slime. There's like so many different ways that you could definitely as Sui just keeps growing. You know.
It's just because in the series, like,
Yeah.
Fel's like, I met an emperor slime once, and Makoto like imagines it, and Sui turns around and has like a little slime like mustache as well, with a crown and a cape and a little scepter. I just want to see it.
It needs to happen. I
just want to see it actually happen.
But yeah, no, agreed. Right, I guess that is the end of the episode.
Yeah.
If you guys have watched Campfire Cooking in Another World, let us know your thoughts about what your favorite character is, what your favorite thing is about it, what your favorite dish is. Please let us know in the comments. And remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button for future Cultured Boys videos. Click the links in our description. We have our podcast platforms down there. And we'll see you guys next time for another Cultured Boys episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.